So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of your double main events of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Sotir Kichukov.
So fight fans, you're here with us at Full Contact Contender for our next event of the evening. This is a pro FCC European Flyweight title fight between Sotir Kichukov and Pietro Menga. Our first fighter out to the cage is Kichukov. Jamie, break this down for us.
Sotir Kichukov is a Bulgarian fighter. He's never fought out of Bulgaria, however has a 12-1 record and it's practically walked for everybody. He's finished every fight, apart from the one that he lost, obviously, where he lost the decision. However, looking at the stylistic matchup with Menga, it could be quite interesting, Jez.
Very much so. We're waiting for Sotir at the moment. Very much some games playing around at the moment, but here he is. He finally makes his way down. This kid doesn't speak a lot of English. In fact, he doesn't. We know he eats a lot of fruit, but he has a serious fight stare. You know, he brought it yesterday. Mean cookie. We saw him, and we've seen some clips of him. Very dangerous opponent, possibly one of Menga's toughest opponents to date. This is not going to be an easy contest for him.
So he is a champion in his own right as well, in his own country. And I've just noticed there, he's got Danny Cheesecake Assassin Mitchell in his corner. UFC Danny Mitchell. So that's probably something to do with his BJJ background. So I'm guessing there's something there with the BJJ. Now, let me tell you about Danny Mitchell. In my opinion, one of the top welterweights in this country. He has been unsung for several years now. Him, along with Matt Inman, have both been very much unsung. And he's now made his way into the UFC finally, and he's doing a great job. That guy fought Kendall Grove on about 2 days' notice in America.
Yeah, no, this is really an incredible fight for us, but we know it's not an easy fight for Sotir. He's got Menga in front of him. This fight is 10-0. This is going to be an epic fight, and we know, well, we don't know anything really. It's just mixed martial arts, folks, but what we expect is to this battle being fought out on the ground. This is going to be a great challenge for both fighters, a great style matchup. I can't wait for it to see it unfold.
Well, it is a great matchup, Jez. However, from what we've seen so far, Kichukov, he's a jiu-jitsu fighter, but so's Menga, so it could be a clash of styles.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Pietro Menga.
And here he is on his way, fighting out of Liverpool MMA Academy, holding a perfect 10-0 record. Our current defending flyweight champion, Pietro Menga.
Pietro Menga is a demon of a fighter, 10-0, and he's 10-0 for a reason. I do rate him, like I said before, I rate this guy as the #1 flyweight in the UK. That's, regardless of Neil Seary, regardless of Brad Pickett, whoever, I do believe that this kid is above them. I really do. I think the way he fights would beat majority of the UFC fighters. So Sotir Kichukov has got his workout, but this is going to be a good fight. Yeah. I can see it being a ground fight, but I know Menga's boxing is better than what people believe it is.
Yeah, and from what we've seen of Sotir, we've not seen him on his feet a lot. This might be a fight where Menga decides to keep it on his feet. Last few times you've seen him, he's been very comfortable taking it to the ground and controlled it, dominated it, won the belt, retained the belt. So this is his second defense of that belt.
Yeah, I mean, I do genuinely, like I say, I don't blow smoke up asses. This guy genuinely has some serious talent, right? And I think the guys that are in that flyweight division in the world, there's certain people that are obviously, maybe a step above at the minute, but he's a young lad and he has got time to get to that level. And at the minute, the guy's 10-0. He's fought a lot of European fighters, and this is his first European title fight.
Yeah, it is. He's making some serious noises. And here at Full Contact Contender, when you make a noise, you are recognised for that. So let's see what he brings. This is an exciting time for everyone here at the Reebok Arena.
He also nullified one guy that beat Conor McGregor. You know,
that's very true, Jamie.
Let's not forget that in his last fight, that's what he did. And you know, Semenkov is a very, very tough fighter. He's knee barred, I think, 10 out of his 20 odd bouts, and one of them being Conor McGregor, who is, in my eyes, the best featherweight.
Yeah, he was lethal, and we didn't see him even really challenge with that at all, did we? He's completely cancelled out. Menga had him wrapped up to a T.
We've also seen in the past, Menga with weight cut and stuff like that. This time he walked in, boom, straight in, on weight, looking fantastic.
Yeah. We'll pass it over to Jonathan Millard, the voice of the Vale, for official introductions.
So, ladies and gentlemen, these fighters enter the cage tonight. Red and blue, they're here to fight. Some stand tall while others fall, all to make a night to remember here at Full Contact Contender. This is the first of your two main events of the evening, and is fully sanctioned for 3 5-minute rounds at a full professional mixed martial arts rules for the FCC European Flyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the cage with a mixed martial arts record of 12 wins and 1 defeat, representing Team Warrior from Bulgaria, Sotir Kichukov. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the cage tonight with a mixed martial arts record of 10 victories and no defeats, representing Liverpool MMA Academy from Salford, Pietro Menga.
This flyweight bout is sponsored by KS Custom Fit Mouth Guards. Don't just create it, wear it. You can visit them at www.kssports.co.uk. And here we go.
So Menga, the infamous southpaw in the flyweight division as well, and that's one of the reasons why I definitely believe he is something special in this division. I think his flyweight, his technique with the left hand is superb. But let's see what he can do against Sotir. Both in black Vale Tudo shorts today. Menga taking the centre. Oh, he got caught then though. He's gone for a leg there. Gone to the ground, and you can start throwing elbows from this bottom position. But what would you want to do from here, Jez? Would you want to get back up or go for the arm?
That's a very interesting question. I think, we discussed this earlier. These are very well-matched opponents. They both got game on the feet and on the ground. Both got a BJJ pedigree. I think it's just a matter of just testing each other out. I think Menga's going to be happy here. You can see him already. He's trying to tie him up, trying to work that triangle. He's got that left leg over the shoulder, trying to lock that down, trying to cement that in, secure it down. He's going to try and rotate around.
Yeah, he's not quite caught that as of yet because of the rotation, but you know what? That's not far off, Jeremy, and he needs to, if he pulls on the head there, rotates his hip slightly, he's got that then. Yeah,
it's early on as well, Jamie. What he wants to do is secure that in. He's going to try and probably look for a hook very shortly, try and push the arm across, but more than anything, you see what he's doing already. He's looking to rain down, putting down some elbows, softening his opponent up.
And that looks like he's close to being out there. Let's see what Sotir can do now. This is a 5-minute round, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long time to be sat in this position.
Yeah, and there he goes. He's trying to hook around, trying to get that leverage, pulling down on the head.
And that's it. That's tight, and that is really, really tight now. He's pulling the hands off to try and stop the leverage, but you know what? This is a very, very precarious position to be in.
It is. It's not ideal at this early point in the round, but Sotir doing well, stacking his opponent up, giving himself some leverage, trying to break that leg grip he's got wrapped around the shoulder. He's doing everything he needs to at this point in time, and you know, it's not an ideal situation getting caught that early on in this first round with that triangle.
Well, the biggest problem is, Jez, is the fact that you're caught in it while you're dry. And that seems to be the problem.
Yeah.
The later on in the rounds when you get caught in a triangle and it's a bit slippy, you can usually slip out. But at the minute, he's stuck in this. But you know what? He's got out of that, and he's now he's broke out of it very, very well. And Sotir is now on top. What a tough kid this is.
Yeah, well, this is where it comes down to, you know, he's no mug, is he? He's got some serious qualities when it comes to BJJ, and you know, that's what's ideal with these guys. You know, they're so well matched up, and you know, he's 12-1 for a reason, Jamie.
Absolutely, Jez. And you know what? You've got Menga on the bottom position now, but look at how active Menga's guard is. It's ridiculous, isn't it? He's constantly moving. You know, he doesn't sit in one position, but he's taking some shots at the minute. He's taking a couple of elbows there. He's got to be careful of that. You know, and that's right up against the fence as well. That's where you get cut, Jez.
It is unfortunate.
He nearly got the leg across though.
Yeah, he is trying to search. He's trying to sneak it across. It looks like he's got it. Wonder how deep the arm is. No, he's pulled it out. Has a Sotir.
Well, we know we watched a bit of Sotir, haven't we, mate?
Yep.
We know he's a bit of an armbar expert. So
he is fond.
What comes with being an expert in putting armbars on? Usually the defence comes as well.
Yeah, that's it. Spot on, Jamie. That's very much the case. And you know, Menga did well. He rode those hips up, snuck that leg across, secured it. But as quickly as he secured it, Sotir had escaped, and you know, back now into this guard position. And yeah, Kichukov is looking just to grind away at his opponent.
But he's still throwing them hips up. You know, he's constantly working from the bottom there. This is the thing with, you know, even though Menga's in the bottom position, he's still working Sotir, and he's actually cut his face there. What I can see Menga doing now is pushing off the face and probably throwing the elbow through, which is what we were talking about before, wasn't it, with Mick Gerrard? That's what he did.
Yeah, no, it is. He used it very effectively.
So Kichukov in the top position, but with a big cut on that right eye, and I think he's stood up now. He might even be checked. He's got a mouse under his left eye, and he's got a big cut under the right.
Yeah. Didn't see where those two. You know, he's taken two tough shots. He's got a welt under his right eye, and he's been cut under his left. So
that choke's deep. That choke is deep, but there's not too long left. There we go. He's pushed out with that.
And it was a very hard, closely fought first round here at Full Contact Contender 9 in this flyweight title fight between Sotir Kichukov and Pietro Menga. So Jamie, how do you see that first round?
Well, you know what, the work that Menga did from his back was enough to secure the round for me. The way I see it is, and me and Brad Walton talk about this quite a lot, just because you're in the top position doesn't mean you're winning the fight.
No.
Right? And it sounds stupid in layman's terms to people that don't watch MMA. However, it's very, very true. Just because you're in the top and you've sort of dominating in a way, but Menga was bossing it from the bottom there, and he was going for that armbar. He caught the armbar nearly. He caught a triangle. He set the triangle. I'd like to have seen him finish that triangle.
Yep, agreed. But he was keeping very busy, and you can see the visible damage on Sotir Kichukov. He's taken the damage that I didn't necessarily see where that came from, but it's very visible and apparent right now as the guys stand up and about to come head to head for this second round.
So let's see what the difference is in this round, Jez. I think Menga might want to stand a little bit more and work his boxing, because I know he talks about his boxing quite a lot, and I've seen it, and it's superb. You know, the guy can strike, especially like I say, with it being a southpaw. It does work in this division. There's not a great deal of them.
No, I think, and you know, I kind of think Sotir might be happy to do that as well. I think they might be both happy to kind of test each other out. They've had a grueling battle on the back, on the ground. And let's see what they have to offer on the feet.
Yeah, so there's not many shots being thrown as of yet. Menga throwing a couple of wild shots there, but nothing that's actually connecting. And Sotir gets in close and gets caught again. Oh, he got... Oh! A bit overzealous there from Menga though. But, you know, good recovery from Sotir.
Yeah, he got caught. Menga possibly wasn't quick enough to react to that, had an opportunity, gave Sotir just enough time to come around Look for the leg, look for the takedown. They're now back against the cage, and Menga with that single leg takedown and enters into guard position. And this is where Menga really loves being. We've seen him here a number of times, and we've seen him really stamp some dominance in these fights from this position.
I think that's his, in his last fight, that's exactly what he did against Semenkov. This is pretty much the same way it went, where he took him down in the second round and he dominated. And it was a 3-round war for Menga, but he did dominate from the top and won every round. This fight's slightly different because the first round went a bit the other way, even though Menga, in my eyes, won it. This is a slightly different fight, but he's now turning into a typical sort of Menga bullying.
It is, but and he stepped across here. He's looked well, not quite. Sotir's done well to prevent that mount position, but. No, like you're saying, go back to that previous fight. Menga was in guard a lot, but he had to fight so carefully. He couldn't really give away much, but he's done now. He took them out. He might have secured the back here. It looks like he has. He set the hooks in. He's going to start working his way to try and set up a possible rear naked choke from this position.
Yeah, he is, and that's exactly what he's going for. He's going for a bit of a power choke there. He's powering through it, but that's going to be tough against a fighter like Sotir. He knows exactly what he's doing, but there he goes tight, and he's lost a 2-1 now, and that's why it's going to be tight, and he could put him to kip here.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous position here now in the second round. Sotir weathers it well, brings the arm down, gives himself an opportunity, gives himself some space, gets some deep breaths on board.
Referee Paul Costa all over the action here.
This is a fiercely fought contest so far.
It really is, and Menga's showing his dominance now, and I genuinely believe that Menga needs to really make a massive impact on this fight and finish it.
Well, he's in the position where he wants to be, isn't he? He's got time in the clock. It is working its way down. He's looking for that, but certainly Sotir's not going to give him anything, isn't it? He might have the back here, but to get that choke in, it's not going to be easy business. He's trying to soften him up, trying to distract his opponent so he can sink the arm in. But he's not caught him under the chin, which is where he wants to be. However, applying that pressure on the chin is excruciatingly painful, Jamie.
Yeah, it's a grind on the teeth more than anything, and it is nasty. It's not nice to be in, but you can withstand it.
You can.
And I think we've seen fighters in the past withstand it, but at the minute he is exerting dominance here, and he's got he's under the chin now. He's under the chin, but Kichukov has got 2-1 on that hand, so as long as he keeps hold of that, he can get him off.
Yeah, Sotir is an experienced fighter. He's got some serious skill.
So he's reverted now to the body triangle, which is putting a lot more pressure on Kichukov. So he's basically putting more pressure across the midsection. He's let that go now. He's gone back to the hooks. I'm a big fan of the body triangle. Yeah,
me too, mate. I think it really cements a strong position. You can end up sacrificing, certainly at this kind of stage, in the pro stage. If you get enough pressure down on that, you can sacrifice it. Menga now looking for that rear naked choke again. Doesn't look like he's got it deep enough, but this certainly is just the strongest chance he's had in this round.
He's flattened his chest out, and he looks like he cut it out. There we go. He's got it across
Sunk
there,
it in.
But he's not got the other arm over, and that's what the problem is. And Kichukov will last out this round.
Yeah, we're into the last 10 seconds of this round, but this has been a very strong round for Pietro, the Pitbull Menga. There's no doubt about it. He has taken that, and he has commanded. He has bossed this second round here at Full Contact Contender.
So Jeremy, Pitbull taking over this fight at the minute, and it looks pretty dominant, doesn't it?
He does. He's done everything he needs to. It's nice as well, we talked about it previously. It's nice that he's got a bit more freedom to, demonstrate his quality, his caliber as a ground fighter. There's no about it. I like the way he always comes out in his gi. He's proud of that. He's proud of his BJJ, kind of background. And he's got the freedom to express that and roll with a very game opponent, it's a great matchup so far. It's been very fast paced, a lot of to and fro. Certainly those final stages in that round were dominated by Menga.
Do you know what, you're absolutely correct there, Jeremy, and it really was, but I think Menga so far has got this fight because he's such a tough kid, and he works so hard. But we don't know what Kichukov's got left in his arsenal.
No, we don't. That's absolutely correct. But he's got to come out with something, because at the moment, from my card, Jamie, I score this as 2 rounds to Menga. So Sotir's got to come out and do something special here to take a win away from this bout.
So the Bulgarian assassin versus Pitbull. Great fight so far, Jeremy. So there's a big crowd here to watch Menga, not so much to watch Kichukov.
No, well, Menga always brings a huge support with him every time we see him.
So we're seeing the same as what we've seen in the last round, where they're just sort of feeling each other out still. Both of them are a bit tentative to sort of throw shots. I'm not too sure as to why, but that seems to be the way so far.
Well, maybe because they're both wary of the striking capability, and also the fact that once one of them seems to get a commanding position on the ground, that potentially is kind of the story of the round. So, they're very cautious of giving away a lot in the early stages. But here we are with Menga.
See, for Kichukov to go for a takedown, I think it's a bad idea. See, well, I think he's got to finish this fight, and the only way I've seen him finish fights from his back majority of the time, which has been from arm bars or triangles. Now he's going for a wrestling takedown there against a guy who's pretty tough to take down. To be fair, I would stand with him and try. If I was Kichukov, I'd try and knock him out. That's what I believe he's got to do. He's got to win this fight in this round. He's got to stop it in this round.
No, I completely agree with you. And he's looking for a takedown with a guy who's not going to give up anything whatsoever up against a cage where he can use the cage to his advantage, and he will do that extremely well. He's an extremely experienced opponent, isn't he, Menga? So yeah, I don't think this is the right game plan for Kichukov at the moment. I think you're right. He needs to break apart. He needs to work on the striking, but he's not looking to do that at the moment. Time is ticking by.
He's going to try. He's trying to win a round here rather than trying to knock him out. And for me, you're 2 rounds down. You go for the finish. And I can't personally see him submitting Menga. That's being honest. I really can't.
No, I can't, Jamie.
And I'm not saying I can see him knocking him out, but I think that's his best chance of standing. We've not seen anything from his stand-up yet, and that's what I want to see.
But this is really wearing. In this position, it's jostling back and forward, and Menga finally getting his back off the cage and taking a controlling point, looking for that takedown. And this is the right thing to do for Menga. He wants to get this fight down to the ground, and that's where he's got it. He's got the takedown. He's looking to secure the legs, control this fight, stack his opponent up, get him on his back, and take full control in this 3rd and final round.
Yeah, just dominate this now and then he's won the fight. But I'd like to see Menga go for a finish.
You and me both. And I'm sure Menga has that in the back of his mind. He's a crowd pleaser. That's what he wants as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Some of the most entertaining fights I've seen in the UK have been from Pietro Menga. I don't rank him highly because of what I've heard. I rank him highly because of what I've seen, Jeremy. And that, I've seen this guy on many of shows take many of titles.
Yep.
And the guy can fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's in a dominant position. He's got mount. Low position. Putting pressure down on his opponent, not giving him any room, biding his time. Looking to rain down a nice dropped left elbow there from Menga.
Menga very versatile with his elbows. He's got a Thai boxing background, so he's used to used to throwing elbows, obviously not dropping them on the floor. But at the minute, he's dropping some great elbows, working very, very tough from the top position, and seems to be again dominating this fight.
Yeah, he really is. But good work there from Sotir. Good roll, and ends up in guard position. So is it a little bit too late though? He's got to do something here.
Yeah, unless he can stop him, I'd say it's too little, too late.
Menga doing well, getting back up onto his feet. Sotir looking for a double leg takedown here. Looking to wrap and secure the hands together to sweep those feet out, but that's not an easy task.
So Kichukov's going for that double leg takedown there. He's going for the sort of the ankle pick. But Menga doing a very, very good job of nullifying it and ended up in a better position.
Yeah, he's done extremely well from that.
So Menga taking his back now.
Trying to rotate round, trying to switch round, but Sotir He's got that foot. And Menga's here. He's looking to sink in that second hook if he can. Secure that back position. Rolled him over nicely.
Doesn't look like he's going to finish him from here, Jeremy, but looks like we're going to go to the judges' decision for this European FCC flyweight title.
Menga wagging his finger in the face. He knows he's done enough.
Very good fight from Pitbull there, and what an opponent Kichukov was. Showing his dominance there with some press-ups.
We now turn it over to Jonathan Millard, the voice of the Vale, for the official result.
Fighters to the center, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to our judges this evening with a unanimous decision. Your new FCC European Flyweight Champion is Red Pietro Menga! And let's hear it for his opponent. Let's hear it for Sotir Kichukov.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your new European FCC Flyweight Champion, Pietro Menga. How does that feel?
So fit? What? So fit? Yeah, I'm happy. Glad to get the rounds in, you know, it was good.
So did that fight go exactly how you thought it would?
No, you know, and a fight never goes out you know, you're expected to do, anything can happen. So, fuck it.
So going into this fight, what was you worried about from Sotir? Have you watched his fights and seen it before?
You know, I don't really watch too much footage of my opponents. Try to like do my game and use the stuff I use in the gym, so I didn't really watch him, to be honest. I've seen a clip, but I don't need to see much. Take it as it comes, you know.
And what's next for you, mate?
Oh, you know, I'll keep that to me and Jason. But we've had a few good offers and stuff, so see what happens.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your European FCC champion, Pietro Pitbull Menga!
Mum, I love you, Mum. Happy Mother's Day for next week. Thanks for coming, everyone. Foxy, baby. Get me a drink ready, Foxy, baby. Put my hands up after the knee.